Mr. Sudamulal, Director General of the Mauritius Revenue Authority, Mr. Krideo Bikari, Chairman MDFP, Mr. Vivekanan Hambaran, Director of Custom, Mr. Gyande Mutia, CEO Mauritius Post Limited, Mr. Gilles Thomas, Head of WCO Container Control Program, members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It's always a pleasure for me to be amongst the staff and employees of the MRA. And today, I'm here to celebrate the International Customs Day at the Integrated Customs Clearance Center of the MRA. On this special occasion, I convey my best wishes to all customs officers and commend their dedication, hard work, and professionalism. Ladies and gentlemen, this year thematic, nurturing the next generation, promoting a culture of knowledge sharing and professional pride in customs, call on to reflect on a few aspects. Firstly, it is about maximizing the potentials of the younger generation in the transformation process of customs. Speaking of the young generation, I'm delighted to share with you that more than 175 young talents have joined the MRA Customs Department during the last 5 years. The last batch, comprising 72 officers, joined in 2022. These young professionals have been recruited for their specific competencies, talents, abilities, and knowledge in using advanced technology and digital tools and processes. In the digital era, customs indeed need to leverage on technology and digital solutions to implement effective controls and facilitate trade. In this regard, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Honorable Pravin Kumar Jagnat, the government is providing unflinching support to the MRA Customs to invest in emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and big data analytics to enhance risk management and fraud detection capabilities. Funds have also been allocated to the MRA to acquire the necessary digital tools and equipment such as state-of-the-art scanners at the port and airport, drones and CCTV systems, as well as data processing systems. As customs operate in a dynamic environment, it is important to encourage the sharing of knowledge and expertise so that our customs officers remain abreast of changes that are taking place. Ladies and gentlemen, another point to ponder about the theme of this year is the sense of pride of the customs profession. Here I would like to stress on the important role that customs plays for the benefit of the Mauritian people and the country. As frontliners, custom officers are present at the port and airport to protect our country on a 24/7 basis. The customs core mandate is to prevent the entry of illicit drugs and narcotics, arms and ammunition to preserve our historical, social peace, security, and harmony. Equally, customs are key in facilitating trade, which are so vital for our economy. It is worth mentioning that as a critical agency involved in the clearance of goods, customs actively supported trade and stakeholders in the logistics supply chain during the COVID-19 pandemic. While Mauritius went through the worst crisis of its history, customs ensured business continuity, facilitated cross-border movements, and thus helped minimize the overall impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the economy and the society. The joint effort has allowed Mauritius to fully recover from the crisis. As I speak today, the Mauritian economy is performing well and will continue to do so. In 2022, we have achieved a GDP growth of 7.8% and a GVA growth of 9.1%. For the year 2023, both the IMF and my ministry are forecasting a GDP growth above 5%, while many other countries around the world are fearing a recession. Talking about trade, I'm pleased to share with you that exports of goods have exceeded 100 billion rupees in 2022, representing a nominal growth of 22% compared to 2021. Similarly, export of services have registered a record nominal growth of 65%, reaching 214 billion rupees in 2022 from 129 billion rupees in 2021. Equally, investments have reached the unprecedented figure of 110 billion rupees for the year 2022, with FDIs at an historic level of 25 billion rupees. To recall, in 2019, investments stood at 97 billion rupees. Last but not least, we have registered a peak in revenue collection, thanks to MRA, of more than 23% when comparing the second semester of 2021 and 2022. More precisely, tax revenue collection has surged from 51.38 billion rupees for the period July 2021 to December 2021 to 62.97 billion rupees for the period July 2022 to December 2022. These figures clearly demonstrate the great economic resilience of Mauritius, as well as the concrete effectiveness of the government strategy under the leadership of our Prime Minister to protect our people and businesses from the COVID-19 crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, back to today's celebration. On this auspicious day, the MRA Customs is also launching two milestone projects. The first one is the automated system for the collection of duties and taxes by the MDFP on behalf of customs. This will greatly simplify the actual process of goods both in excess of normal duty-free allowance by passengers at the MDFP and will facilitate duty-free shopping by incoming and outgoing passengers, including tourists. The second project will be launched today, is the Container Control Program that is being conducted jointly by the UNODC and WCO. As you may be aware, the CCP falls under the broader Port Security and Safety of Navigation Program, which is implemented jointly by the IOC, the UNODC, the International Maritime Organization, and Interpol. This critical program aims at enhancing maritime security and safety in East Africa, Southern Africa, and Indian Ocean region. Here, I would like to give our partners the total assurance of our collaboration and support in making the program successful. I'll also wish to seize this opportunity to thank the EU for funding this 5-year laudable project. Ladies and gentlemen, my ministry is providing unflinching support to help MRA modernize customs services with a view to facilitate trade and provide a value-added service to its stakeholders. One very fine example in this venue, the Integrated Custom Clearance Center, which was inaugurated last year and required an investment of 650 million rupees. This state-of-the-art building is a one-stop shop for air cargo clearance that houses several border agencies under one roof, in accordance with the WCO concept of coordinated border management. The government of Mauritius has also earmarked 500 million rupees for the integrated single window for trade project. This project will be an enabler of innovation and excellent service delivery for all services of the supply chain. This will not only make the customs work more efficient, but also stimulate our whole economy. As Finance Minister, this makes me very proud of our officers and their contribution to the country. Mrs. Roosevelt once said, "When you cease to make a contribution, you begin to die." I'm very pleased to see that thanks to your unflinching commitment, the Mauritian economy has never been so vivid. On this note, I wish you all a very happy International Customs Day, and thank you for your attention.